Happy Wednesday, everyone. Good evening. My name is Rose Davidson from doesbusiness.com and welcome to Rose Does Business Basics. Tonight we are talking about tips for improving your public speaking skills. And each week I'll be bringing you other topics related to business, whether it be speaking or PowerPoint presentations or business writing skills. So that's basically what this show is all about, is helping to improve small business with little hints and tips that they can use to improve the skills that they already have and learn some new ones perhaps. So if you are a seasoned speaker, this probably isn't for you tonight. This is basically for people who want to up-level their skills or are perhaps new to speaking and they just want a bit of a hand up. So just letting you know that if you, as I said, if you're a seasoned speaker, you might be a little bored. So just bear that in mind. So let's get started with the slides, shall we? So the first tips of public speaking are nervousness obviously is normal. All people feel some psychological reaction while their hearts are pounding and their hands are all trembling. Do not associate these feelings with the sense that you'll perform poorly or make a fool of yourself. Some nerves are good. The adrenaline rush that makes you sweat also makes you more alert and ready to give your best performance. The best way to overcome anxiety is to prepare some more. Take the time to go over your notes several times, and once you become comfortable with the material, practice a lot. Videotape yourself or get a friend to critique your performances. Know your audience. Your speech is about them, not you. Before you begin to craft your message, consider who the message is intended for. Learn as much about your listeners as you can. This will help you to determine your choice of words, level of information, organisation pattern and motivational statement. You need to organise your material in the most effective manner to attain your purpose. Create the framework for your speech. Write down the topic, general purpose, specific purpose, general central idea, and main points. Make sure to grab your audience's attention in the first 30 seconds and watch any feedback and adapt to it. Keep the focus on the audience, gauge their reaction, adjust your message and stay flexible. Delivering a canned speech will guarantee that you lose the attention of or confuse even the most devoted of listeners. And let your personality come through. Be yourself. Don't be a talking head in any type of communication. You will establish better credibility if your personality shines through and your audience will trust what you have to say if they can see that you are a real person. Use humour, tell stories, and use effective language. Inject a funny anecdote in your presentation, and you will certainly grab your audience's attention. Audiences generally like a personal touch in a speech. A story can provide that. I don't like telling stories, and I don't like telling jokes because I always get the punchline wrong, and my storytelling is not very good because I tend to waffle a bit. So in a presentation, you just really can't do that because your audience will definitely go to sleep. Don't read unless you have to. Work from an outline, so use reading cards. Reading from a script or a slide fractures the interpersonal connection. By maintaining eye contact with the audience, you keep the focus on yourself and your message. A brief outline can serve to jog your memory and keep you on task. And use your voice and hands effectively. Try not to use nervous gestures. Non-verbal communication carries most of the message. Good delivery does not call attention to herself, but instead conveys the speaker's ideas clearly and without distraction. So don't go, and at Toastmasters and Speakers Tribe and so forth, they teach you how to use your hands in a way that helps you to convey your message, give positive movements, and so forth. It's really good. I've been to a couple of them, and I really enjoyed the Speakers Tribe ones. They were quite good. Grab attention at the beginning and close with a dynamic end. Do you enjoy hearing a speech start with, today I'm going to talk about blah? Most people don't. Instead, use a startling statistic or interesting anecdote or concise quotation. Conclude your speech with a summary and a strong statement the audience is sure to remember. Use audio-visual aids wisely. Too many can break the direct connection to the audience, so use them sparingly. They should enhance or clarify your content or capture and maintain your audience's attention. So I have spoken about PowerPoint presentations and how using too many animations in them can be distracting, and the audience will just go to sleep, and the use of not enough animations can make your PowerPoint presentation quite boring. So there's a happy medium, and you just need to find that out. Practice does not make perfect. He's having a tongue tie tonight. Good communication is never perfect, and no one expects you to be perfect. However, putting in the requisite time to prepare will help you deliver a better speech. You may not be able to shake your nerves entirely, but you can learn to minimise them. So how to prepare for your presentation? Well, don't focus on being a public speaker. Focus on being a teacher from the stage. What you might lack in delivery, you will make up for in actionable takeaways. It's fine, oft-times good, if some people dislike you or disagree with you, but no one should misunderstand you. Everything you say should be clear. They should have their teeth in and not stammer. It's totally fine if you get nervous and stammer a bit. Oh, well, there you go. Okay. Drop F-bombs where needed, or generally feel like a nervous wreck. If you give good, actionable, clear advice, people will forgive it all. There you go. Have fun and laugh at yourself whenever possible. Beating the audience to the punch makes it much less fun for them to slam you. One speaker that I read about advised, have one 16-ounce Diet Coke, so that's 1 can of Coke, 45 minutes prior to speaking, and another about 20 minutes prior to speaking. Pee before getting on stage, or you will look like a squirmy kid at a spelling bee. Yes, Diet Coke will give you hairy palms and insomnia, but this caffeine dosing has proven perfect for me for taking the stage. Could it be a much placebo effect as anything else? I don't know. I've not tried it. I don't know if any of my speaker friends have tried it either. But it works for this particular person, and it's worth having a go at. So with those basics out of the way, here are some other tips. If the format is a 60-minute keynote, a typical format, which is a typical format for a keynote, then automatically build in at least 20 minutes of audience question and answer, which usually takes about 30 minutes. So in essence, your speech, talk, keynote will be 30 minutes. This reduces the presentation time to 30 to 35 minutes and allows you to tailor the presentation to the group, so via answering their questions, instead of guessing what is most important to them and delivering a pure monologue. A student or presentation will be in 5 parts, approximately 2 minutes for an introduction, 3 10-minute segments and a 2-minute close. Use this rule of thirds for the 3 segments, whether the presentation is 60 minutes or for 10 minutes. Plan the content in this order. 10-minute segments. For each segment, what is the main takeaway or usable action for the audience? This means you have 3 main points in this talk, no more. To flesh out to 10 minutes in length, use a point example point, which is called a PEP format, or an example point example, which is called an EPE. PEP means you illustrate the concept, then give an example or a case study, then reiterate the concept and an actionable next step. An EPE means you give an example or case study, then explain the concept, then finish with another case study or example. And this is sketched out for each 10-minute segment, and all of this is done on a quarter to half a piece of paper. So this is how you sketch out your talk. And then there's your introduction. Oh, I missed a bit. So now that you've done the PEP or the EPE, there is the introduction. So now that you have a better idea of your content, decide on the introduction, preferably starting with a story, and then explaining that you will introduce 3 concepts that will help them do X, where X is whatever the overarching theme of the presentation is. And I've seen that done quite successfully. I hadn't noticed it until I actually went to a presentation given by somebody from Speakers Tribe, and they pointed out that you've got to do the 3 things. I'll give you 3 things, and then you go, the first thing, the second thing, and the third thing is this. And it makes you think, and it makes you concentrate quite well on what the speaker is saying. So unless you are a comedian or have already tested jokes with audiences who don't know you, do not use rehearsed jokes. If the joke fails and it's flat in your intro, it will ruin the experience for you and your audience. Now the harder work and the fun of discovery rehearsal. The PEP and the EPE, goodness me, there's just sort of PEP and EPI, I think I'll call it, is usually sketched out well in advance, and the rehearsal is done the night before the presentation. Rehearse the intro, segment 1, segment 2, and segment 3 all separately. Repeat the 2-minute intro, winging it as you go until it's nailed. Use a kitchen timer on countdown, and each time you finish, write down any one-liners or wording that you like. Note, this is what this fellow says, note that never memorise a speech verbatim, but ensure that you have memorised the starting and closing 2 to 3 sentences for each portion, the intro and the segments at this point. How many times I will repeat each segment until I'm happy. I'm a perfectionist, so for certain presentations, this could be up to 10 times. So this particular person was saying that, you should never memorise the whole thing verbatim, because there might be something come up that you think of that might be more relevant. So once you have these parts in order, then you can wing the close, but not before. And repeat like the other portions until you're happy. Right, does that make sense? It's not productive to work on the closing statements or questions until we have the rest of the content polished and ready to rock. So link them all together and do the whole thing until you've nailed it at least once. Expect you'll forget about 10% of your memorised lines or anecdotes, and that's okay. But review your notes each time to ensure that you're hitting the most important points. Once you've blazed through it well once, go to bed. One additional tip, he said, was to expect that you won't sleep, and don't let that add to the stress of the experience. Just get extra sleep the 2 nights before and plan on an all-nighter. If you get some sleep, it'll be a pleasant surprise instead of a source of panic. Some bonus tips for you. Go to bed and sleep. Take a brisk walk in the morning, and you don't need to be perfect. For those people that are perfectionists, that's probably a really good point. So at this point, you should put your head on your pillow, confident. REM sleep cycles will make your delivery smoother. This is why he always rehearses just before bed with no drinks, dinner or conversations in between. The next morning, go for a 20 to 30 minute brisk walk after a light protein-rich breakfast with no bread. Also, avoid caffeine until no more than 1.5 hours before the presentation, as it can be too easy otherwise to burn yourself out drinking coffee or tea in a nervous distraction. Once you're on the stage, just remember, if you've done all of the things that have been said previously, you're prepared more than most speakers. If you're getting chased by a lion, you don't need to run faster than the lion, just the people running with you. Speaking with other people is similar. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be better than a few others. And you've already built insurance with good actionable content. Other presenters, too, often focus on delivery and forget content. Delivery is the first thing to suffer from nerves, but content won't. It's your bedrock. As long as you can keep your time, you rock. Walk up with a smile and knock on the egg. This was his advice. And I'll tell you who he was at the end of the presentation. So how would you like to get a standing ovation? Well, here's a few little hints and little tips. Have something interesting to say. This is 80% of the battle. If you have something interesting to say, then it's much easier to give a great speech. If you have nothing to say, you should not speak. End of discussion. It's pretty clear. It's better to decline the opportunity so that no one knows you don't have anything to say than to make the speech and to prove it that you don't have anything to say. Cut the sales speech too, the sales pitch. The purpose of most keynotes is to entertain and inform the audience. It is seldom to provide you with an opportunity to pitch your product, your service, or your company. For example, if you are invited to speak about the future of digital music, you shouldn't talk about the latest MP3 player that your company is selling. And that makes sense because for me, that's a big turn off. I don't like that at all. I go to listen about what they have to say and how it's going to improve my life rather than him trying to sell me something. Or she. Focus on entertaining. Many speech coaches will disagree with this, but the goal of the speech is to entertain the audience. If people are entertained, you can slip in a few nuggets of information, but if your speech is deathly dull, no amount of information will make a great speech. If you had to pick between entertaining and informing an audience, you should pick entertaining, knowing that informing will probably happen as well. And understand the audience. If you can prove to your audience in the first 5 minutes that you understand who they are, you've got them for the rest of the speech. All you need to understand is the trends, the competition, and key issues that the audience faces. This simply requires consultation with the host organisation and a willingness to customise your introductory remarks. And it's not that hard to do. You just need to ring them or email them or find out who you're addressing. Overdress. Never dress beneath the level of the audience. That is, if they're going to be wearing suits, then you should wear a suit. To underdress is to communicate that you're smarter, richer, more powerful than them. I can insult you and not take you seriously, and there's nothing you can do about it. And how would that make you feel? That is hardly the way to get an audience to like you. And don't denigrate the competition. If you truly do cut a sales pitch, then this won't even come up. However, never denigrate the competition, because by doing so, you are taking undue advantage of the privilege of giving a speech. You're not doing the audience any favours, and the audience is doing you a favour. So do not stoop so low as to use this opportunity to slander your competition. Tell stories. Yes, tell stories. The best way to relax when giving a speech is to tell a story. Any story. Stories about your youth. Stories about your kids. Stories about your customers. Stories about things that you read about. When you tell a story, you lose yourself in the storytelling. So then you're not really making a speech anymore. You're simply giving a conversation. Good speakers are good storytellers. Great speakers tell stories that support their message. And pre-circulate with the audience. Do you think that might be true or false? Well, the fact is that the audience wants your speech to go well, so the answer is true. Audiences don't want to see you fail, for one thing. Why would people want to waste their time listening to you fail? And here's the way to heighten your audience's concern for you. Circulate with the audience before the speech. Meet people, talk to them. Let them make contact with you, especially the ones in the first few rows. Then when you're on the podium, you'll see these friendly faces. Your confidence will soar and you will relax and you will be absolutely wonderful. And try to speak at the start of an event. If you have the choice, get in at the beginning of the agenda. The audience is fresh then. They're more apt to listen to you, laugh at your jokes, and follow along with your stories. On the third day of a 3-day conference, the audience is tired, and all they're thinking about is going home. It's hard enough to give a speech. Why increase the challenge by having to lift the audience out of the doldrums? And ask for a small room. If you have a choice, get the smallest room possible for your speech. If it's a large room, ask that it be set classroom style, that is, with tables and chairs instead of theatre style. A packed room is a more emotional room. It is better to have 200 people in a 200-person room than 500 people in a 1,000-person room. You want people to remember it was standing room only. And practice and speak all the time. This is a must, but nonetheless, it's relevant. Theory is that it takes giving a speech at least 20 times to get decent at it. Great. You can give it 19 times to your dog if you like, but it takes practice and repetition. There is no shortcut to Carnegie Hall, it has been said. That if you don't practice one day, I know it. And if I don't practice 2 days, my critics know it. And if I don't practice 3 days, everybody knows it. So, that is the conclusion of the tips for improving your public speaking skills. Now, these tips were, when I find the slide, courtesy. Not going to work for me. Somebody from Harvard, I think. Let me just go back to the beginning. There we go, the Harvard Division of Continuing Education. That's where I got those tips from. So if you wanted to have a look at those, you could have a look at that. I'm sure they've got some other resources on there. Anyway, it's 8:26 here in Hobart. So I hope you've enjoyed learning about those skills. So thank you for joining me here on 5 Foot Rope TV. And it's been a pleasure to impart the knowledge that I've gained from reading other people's articles. So while you're here on 5 Foot Rope TV, make sure that you go and have a look at the other shows on the page. We have some amazing presenters, and I would love if you could go and check them out. And if you have enjoyed the show tonight, I would love for you to share on with your Facebook friends. I'm sure if you've learned something, they may learn something as well. It's just as easy to click the share button, and it'll go on your timeline. I thank you so much for doing that. So to get the documents related to this broadcast, you can get them in the Rose Does Business Basics Facebook group, and I'll put a link in the comments, so just click on that. It's free to join. And next week I will be discussing business writing skills. I keep forgetting to click the button. There you go, you can't see my beautiful face. Anyway, so there you go. Business writing skills part 1. Now, if you don't know how to write a letter, then this thing is for you. Okay? So I hope to see you next week, and I will see you then. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now. My name's Rose Davidson from Does This.